Welcome to the weekly share of the Zera Shimshon. I'm dedicating this share today because it's Tess Davis, and it's the yahrzeit of my father-in-law, Moshe Wolf Ben Zalman. Should have an Aliyah's neshama. Baruch Hashem, we had a beautiful party and a yahrzeit dinner for him last night with a siyum. So I'm going to share with you this short but very interesting Zera Shimshon today. It's in Vayigash in Pasuk Yud, so on Kapitel Yud. The Pasuk says in Breshis, Vayar Elav Vayipol al Tzavarav. Rashi says, Aval Yaakov loy nafal al Tzavar Yosef. So there was this exchange of emotions when Yosef saw Binyamin and Binyamin saw Yosef. But that it didn't happen when Yaakov saw Yosef. You would think that would be the most emotional part of his life, right? So he didn't kiss him either because he was reading Shema. Strange, right? So the world is Makshima. Lama dafka kor Yaakov Shema b'yes hayi. Why? What's he have to read Shema? Pink then, okay? And then he knew Yosef was coming to him. Was a Shema and Krishma Tikin. Maybe he had to read Krishma Kivasikin. Now, Kasha Yosef Lama Loy Koroya Afu Beis. So why didn't Yosef say Kriya Shema at that time also if it was Vasikin? And furthermore, Void Kasha the Hamishpat Haksuv Nira Yaakov Ra es Yosef. It's understood from this that the pasuk says Vayar Elav, right? And he saw him. See Vayar Elav Mashma Yaakov Ra Isai. Saw him. The Elav Hachi Loy Asi Shapir Haloshin Shel Vayar Elav. It doesn't make any sense that he saw him. And if he saw him in Cain, maybe you say, well, he immediately said Krishma the minute he saw him. Okay? But it's a wonder. You can't say that Yaakov was in the middle of Krishma and then he saw him. You're supposed to have your eyes closed for Krishma. How can he see him? He wasn't looking at anybody. Okay? So, what's the understanding? This is a Zohar, and I'm going to share this with you. So it's a little bit difficult to understand from him because he says like this: Shema ve'echad, Shema and Echad are the letters Esmach. Now that doesn't make any sense because you have to see the Zohar. You got to eliminate. Okay, in the pasuk, you'd have to take the words apart. And that's what the Zohar says. You have the letters Shin and Mem from one side, and the Aleph and the Ches from the other side. So the Shin and the Mem from Shema, and the Aleph and the Ches from the Echad. So they'll join those two letters together, and they add up to Esmach. Because we're going to talk about the ayin and the dalet in a second. So that's separate. There's two separate things. But the middle letters, shin and mem and aleph and ches, they add up to the word esmach. And that's what the pasuk says in Tehillim, Kuf Dalet, Anoichi esmach b'Hashem avaya mamish. That's the Yehuda Shlim, the Yehuda v'Kadisha. And that's a superior kind of unification. And that's what happened at this time. We'll see in a second. Let's go on to explain the ayin and the hay and the dalet. Then there's a big dalet, right? That's if you see it in the Torah or in the parshas of mezuzah, tefillin and mezuzahs, so that has a large ayin and a large dalet. So that dalet hints to Ram is the arba imahis. That's four mothers, And the Ayin Rabasi Shema hints to the three Avos, right? And the Avram is Chesed. And then there's Shivim Gisharim Shel Chesed. There's 70 gateways of Chesed in Shemayim. Yitzchak is Din, which is also Shivim Sanhedrin. There were 70 members of the Sanhedrin. Vehem Soida Ayin Shivim Zakenim, and that's the fundamental understanding of the 70 elders. And Yaakov was also Ayin, was that Nefesh Yotze Shivim Nefesh Yotze Yerechai. He had 70 descendants from him. Ad kan l'shayin. That's the end of the parsha of the Zohar. At that time, Yaakov did not see the 70 descendants altogether. But when Yosef came to him that time, all the 70 descendants were there together. It says Vayarila. And that's where he said the pasuk said that he saw him. Means he then began to read Shema in order to complete the final tikkun, Vayichud Shemutol Alav Be'ayin Shel Shema. And that was the meaning why he had to say Shema at that minute when he saw Yosef. He was elevated to a whole other level of unification. And we know there the Shivim Umois also. That didn't say it in the Zera Shimshon, I'm just bringing that up. 70 nations. Why Dafka 70? Because it's Keneged Zelu Umazeh Asa Alakim. God made everything equal and powerful so that we would not be at a loss. When the time comes, we are one little nation. We don't have a lot of capacity against billions of people and 70 nations. They're all against us. So, and therefore we have to have this power of the Ayin and the Shema to have that. That's what Yaakov understood, that we have that power of 70. It's imbued in us from Hashem Yisborach, that we have all the 70 powers that come from heaven that can protect us from all the 70 nations. And Hashem Yisborach should send quickly the Yeshuas and Besaros Taivas for Klal Yisrael. And not only it should be an elevation for my father-in-law, whom I never met, by the way. But it should also be a refuah for all those who are hurt in the war, and all those people that are still captured and in Gaza and be rescued. B'mheira v'yameinu amen. Kol tov. Have a good Shabbos.